I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I am here for Iyanla Fix My Life Season 9 Episodes 2 and 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you're a family member over here, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. So you guys, I decided to wait to this was a two-parter. And I wanted to wait to give my opinion until I seen the second half of it. If you guys haven't watched it, it's about a family, and the mother has told her daughter since they were younger that they were raped by their father. Now, the oldest daughter never believed this to be true and spent years trying to convince her younger sisters that this wasn't true, that daddy was a good man, that mama's lying. Now, when I was watching the first episode, episode 2, stories didn't make sense, and I felt that the mom was lying, but I didn't want to be one of those persons just automatically like, okay, she's lying. I wanted to get all the evidence before I passed judgment, but something in me told me that this story is made up, and something about this just isn't right. Now, the mom, she came to the conclusion that the daughter was raped because she said that there was blood in the little girl's panties, and called the daddy over. The daddy came, asked the little girl, had anybody touched her in her private areas? The little girl said no. He tried to take the little girl to the hospital, but on the way there, the police were called, and he was arrested because they said either he was arrested or stopped him because he said that he was kidnapping a child. And I was like, I thought that was weird. If he was taking her to the hospital, why would you stop this process? I don't know if the mom felt that he was going to kidnap her or not, but I'm like, I just didn't see that in him. But like I said, I wanted to wait to pass judgment. Well, we find out that not only did, they went and checked the little girl out. She had to get a rape kit and all. Found out that she was not molested. She was not sexually assaulted. When they took evidence to the judge, the underwear she was wearing, it wasn't even blood in the underwear. It was juice from a popsicle. Now, blood and popsicle juice have two different colors. Now, maybe the blood dried and it looked different, but like when the judge said there was no blood, the mom, she's telling Iyanla that, well, those were the same brand of underwear, but those weren't the same underwear. He did this. She's just been adamant about this. And it's not only that she's convinced her daughters that their dad did this. Another part is that the mom and the oldest daughter never really had a close relationship. The oldest daughter always felt like she wasn't loved by the mom. The mom regretted having her. The mom said she never wanted to have kids. She was with a man. The man was neglecting her. She sought comfort somewhere else and ended up getting pregnant. The man she was with wanted to raise a child of his own, but she was like, no, I can't do that. That child needs a father. She ends up getting with this man. I don't know if they were married, but they end up having 2 more children. Now, when we first see him, he's hurt because he says he never touched his girls. He never touched any child in a sexual way like that. And for her to tell people that, that's devastating. And I was like, yes, there's, that can do damage not only to that child, but to that man. Now you get that out there that you're telling people, when it's in the papers and all that stuff, that he's molested his children, and they find out it's not. Even though he's been found that never happened, there's still people in the back of their mind that are looking at this man sideways. And when we get to this episode, they do a lie detector test on the mother and the father. But we're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to talk right now about the oldest daughter. Growing up, she didn't feel loved. At the mom's house, pictures of everybody except her, which made her feel even more that I was not wanted by my mother. And as a child, having a new little sister, her mind is thinking, okay, if I get rid of this child, mommy will love me. So she said I was putting toys in the playpen trying to bury her because she wanted her mother's love. And because she didn't get that, she's been angry. And her anger is spilling over her into being a mother. She's becoming a bad mother. Not in the sense of she's beating her kids and she's not feeding them and neglecting them. She's doing all the things a mother should do, loving them, feeding them, making sure they have a roof over their head. But her anger is causing her to mother badly. Be a bad mother, not mother badly. Like, your kids are seeing this and you're putting yourself in a situation to where your kids can get taken away, or you get taken away from your kids, and that you're being a bad mother. You're not mothering badly, but you're being a bad mother. And the anger she had towards her sisters spilled over into adulthood because, one, she spent years trying to convince them daddy didn't do anything to us, and two, y'all got mama's love and I didn't get it. I got love from daddy, got love from grandma, got love from aunties, but I didn't get mom's love. Now, let's back over to the lie detector test. They finally bring the daddy in after the sisters, they done got into it, they done tried to fight each other, all of that. They asked the daddy, have you ever touched your girls inappropriately? No. Have you, the lie detector showed he was telling the truth. Have you ever touched them to get, sexual gratification? No. He was telling the truth. We move it. He's never touched them. Lie detector says he never touched them. Back in the day, the test said the little girl wasn't molested. The evidence in her panties says she wasn't molested. Now we move over to mom. Did you lie and say that he molested these kids? She said, no, I did not lie. The lie detector determined that she was lying. Did you do this to hurt him for years on end? No, I didn't do this. The lie detector determined, yes, she did this. She was angry with him because she said he used to beat her a lot. Now, he admitted he hit her one time, knocked her out, and he never did that again. But she took that as, I'm going to keep on nagging you and nagging you. She was doing stuff like almost wanting him to hit her. And her anger towards him, she's like, I'm going to do something that's going to hurt you for years on end. I'm going to make up this lie about you hurting our daughters. So one, they won't be around you, don't want to be around you, and you can't be around them because they think you've done something. Now, I forgot to mention that in episode 2, the first part, the two-parter, once they were like 12 and 13, they went to go live with their father. Now, that didn't make sense to Iyanla or me. Like, if this man actually had did this, which I just did not see that. If he did this as a child, why would you send them when they're teenagers? Oh, they want to be around their daddy. She cried more for the relationship that she lost and the man she was cheating on than the hurt that her daughters were going through. Now, her 2 youngest daughters are listening to, I've been told a lie since I was a child. My mother has instilled in me since I was 2 or 3 years old that my daddy touched me inappropriately. My daddy molested me, causing me not want to be around him because of that. And on top of that, not really being close with the daddy's family because you feeling like, okay, they looking at me like I'm out here telling this, but she's only telling what she was told. She was a 2-3-year-old. Parents tell you something, you're going to believe that. Why would you believe that your mom would make up this lie? And this is the thing that gets me. When you make up a lie like this, it can be damaging to somebody. Whether it's you done had sex with somebody and you don't want to get in trouble, so you lie on this person. There was a young man some years ago, had prospects of, he had ambitions of being in the NFL. He was a really good football player. Teams were waiting for him to finish high school so they could recruit him to the NFL. And a young girl lied and said he raped her, and he spent 6 years of his life in prison. And when he got out of prison, some years later, she finally told the truth. Said she lied about everything. Even went as far as lying on him and suing the school because the school didn't protect her. That's a case. Another case, okay, I done got with this person. I thought we was together like that. And they was like, no, this was just, us just sleeping together this one time. Mad. Take your anger out on them. Now all of a sudden this person has raped you. Now, things like this make it hard when somebody is actually raped. And I was so upset with this woman because you knowingly went and told your daughters this lie. You got it in your head, I'm mad at this man, so I'm going to tell my daughters that they raped him. The hurt is going to give him is going to continue on for years and years and years. And the oldest daughter said it. She's like, Mama, that was not blood. We was sitting in the car, popsicle juice spilled from that other girl's popsicle, and it landed in my lap. Y'all know kids 2-3 years old, they messy. They eating a popsicle. It's hot outside. Popsicle dripping everywhere. It's gonna get everywhere. It's just something. But you use that as a catalyst. I hope I'm saying the word right because I don't want to be somebody say that's not how you say it. But you use this as your anger towards this man. And when her thing is, well, how come you didn't fight for them back then? So you want me to fight for... You lied, and you lied. But since I didn't fight harder to fight your lie, I'm the bad person? And he said, I will not forgive you because I don't think it's sincere. What you're saying, I don't believe you. The oldest daughter and the younger sisters, they kind of, come together and embrace each other. And I'm sorry for this happened, but... they didn't know any better. They're listening to what their mom said. And the mama just sat there like she was in no way wrong. Even though she sat there on national TV and said, and was proving that she was lying. She did this to hurt this man. And in a sense, she was hurting her children because they didn't have all those years with their father because they thought their father was a predator. You guys, you have to watch that episode. I was getting so mad watching that episode. Yes, the daddy was wrong for hitting her, and he admitted he was wrong for that. But he wasn't dragging her up and down the streets like she said. Now, like, if he was going to lie, he would say, I didn't do anything at all. But... the fact that she just did this to hurt this man, in a sense, hurt her children. She finally did, embrace her oldest daughter. Because the oldest daughter's like, I just wanted my mama. That's all I wanted. She has pictures of all my little sisters on the wall. There's no pictures of me. She felt like... I'm sorry about that, child. Where was I at? Yeah, she finally, embraced her daughter. Because the daughter's like... the daughter was the oldest daughter. You had pictures of everybody in the house. And you don't have one of me. You basically, from the moment you know you was pregnant with me, you didn't want anything to do with me. Yeah, you had me. You lied and did all of this. You guys, that episode, I was so angry watching that episode because this woman carried on this lie for all these years to hurt this man. Like, how can you do this to one? Now think about this. The messed up part is this little girl had to get an unnecessary rape exam because her mama lied to get back at the daddy. I guess she thought she was just gonna say he did it, and the judge was like, all right, you said it, all right, bam, he going to jail for the rest of his life. The doctor said it didn't happen. The judge said there was no evidence. This is not blood. This is popsicle juice. And she still kept on. And on top of that, all of that messed up stuff, actually said out of her mouth that the daughter's child was the daddy's. Like, he got his daughter pregnant. On top of him raping her, he got her pregnant. Like, she liked being raped, and she got pregnant by her daddy. She said those words out of her mouth. And she wanted to be like, well, I don't recall saying that. But you may forget a lot of things. But you're not going to forget that you said some messed up stuff like this. You lied on this man, said he was a molester, messed up his relationship with his daughter. And then you go on and say that he got the oldest daughter pregnant. and told people this, and you're sitting up there like you were the victim. You guys, I cannot. So that was the gist of went on. If I left anything out and you've seen the video, by all means leave it below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day. If you're returning, you family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Go ahead and tell your people to tell their people to tell their people to come over and be one of my people. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.